So today's video is sponsored by EA, and we're going to continue the Commander training series for Command & Conquer Rivals. And today we will be talking about the commanders on the Nod side. First up is Seth. Seth's special ability is going to be to deploy a drill pod containing flame troopers. It'll set you back 80 Tiberium, but you're able to place the flame troopers anywhere on the map. This allows for the drill pod to deal significant damage to an MCV or even a harvester if your enemy is already preoccupied with the ongoing fight. When they finally do recognize the drill pod, that'll require them to change their focus and create a counter to the flame troopers that may not be most conducive to the ongoing battle, and that just gives another advantage to Seth. When the drill pod first emerges from the ground, it's technically a tank, so it will take increased damage from tanks and laser squads, for example. So you want to be sure that if you're going to deploy it, that it's safe from these units. The drill pod is a masterful counter to the Obelisk of Light. One tactic that I really enjoy using is waiting for the Obelisk to use its attack and then immediately placing the drill pod right next to it. That way you'll save your drill pod from being attacked by the Obelisk as it recharges, and you'll be able to take out the Obelisk with the flame troopers. Jade. Jade takes advantage of a missile that can attack multiple targets. The Catalyst missile costs 90 Tiberium, and it can be deployed anywhere on the map, including the MCVs. The Catalyst missile is extremely effective at taking out single targets, especially when there's a unit mismatch. But in the time it takes the missile to arrive at the destination, your enemy does have the opportunity to dodge the missile and get away. And it's great at taking out targets for platform control when your units can't make it there in time. The Catalyst missile works to attack multiple units, working synergistically with the Chemical Troopers and Chemical Buggy. When the Chemical Troopers attacks, it leaves a chemical waste underneath your enemy. If a Catalyst missile strikes this chemical waste, it causes an explosion on all tiles surrounding the chemical waste. If there's multiple adjacent tiles with chemical waste, it will blow those up too, and their surrounding tiles. This synergistic explosion also works with Tiberium. Kane. Kane takes advantage of the Obelisk of Light for 120 Tiberium. The Obelisk can attack ground units up to 2 tiles away, and it's most effective against vehicles. The Obelisk of Light's health decays over time, just as any other deployable structure, and it can only be placed on your side of the map. And the Obelisk is best utilized when it can effectively reach multiple platforms and has friendly units to help defend it. Using the natural structures of the map, such as the large rocks, is also something that shouldn't be overlooked when keeping your Obelisk safe from the enemy. The Obelisk of Light can't attack air units, so it's really important that you have anti-air units to surround your Obelisk of Light in order to protect it. It can also serve as utility to attack platforms that you can't make it to in time in order to secure the nuclear missile. But just remember that you want to make sure to use it when your enemy has ground units, otherwise it's useless. And this is an example of a bad placement of the Obelisk of Light. It can reach all the platforms, but the blue player offered no defense for the Obelisk, so it was an easy target. Oksana. Oksana takes advantage of fanaticism, which increases a unit's movement speed and attack speed, but also causes them to take more damage. The skill costs 30 Tiberium. A unit with fanaticism active will show a red fist on top of it. Fanaticism is most effective if you know that the unit you're going to apply it to is not going to take any damage and can instead dish out tons of it. It's best utilized when you can use it on multiple enemies, or when time is of the essence and you need to secure a platform. This is another one of those skills that can really disrupt the timing of your enemy and also alter unit mismatches. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more Command & Conquer videos, especially Yuri's Revenge, and of course some Rivals, make sure to subscribe. You'll find the download link for Command & Conquer Rivals linked below. And if you'd like to submit your own Rivals content to be featured on YouTube and shared with the community, head on over to the Rivals Replays channel and find me on the official Rivals Discord to submit your content, also linked below. Peace!